How's it everyone, Grant here, welcome back to the channel. And today I've got the MagSafe Charger for the iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro. Now I wasn't going to get the MagSafe Charger. It is a big feature here on the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. It's a major selling feature that Apple is upplaying here. I wasn't going to get it. I didn't think it was very worth it because it's actually a $40 wireless charger. But they had it at the Apple store, so it was pretty much an impulse buy. So I'm taking the hit to see if it's kind of worth it so that you may not have to. But again, it's a magnetic wireless charger that can charge your iPhone 12 or your 12 Pro up to a max 15 watts. Now, you can still wirelessly charge your 12 or your 12 Pro on a standard wireless charger. If you got one, something like this, it's just going to charge it at half that wattage at 7.5 watts instead of 15 watts with the MagSafe. So let's go ahead and open it up. It has a nice convenient pull tab like Apple always does. I took that off. I'll just pull it out here. And so you get designed by Apple in California off the bat. So that's how they kind of package it nice and neatly. Let's see if we can get this out of here. So there you go. It's pretty much like a really big Apple Watch style charger here. As you can see there, you can see that anodized aluminum on the back. And you've got a Type-C connector on the other side. So it doesn't come with a charging plug. So if you want the max 15 watt charge, you have to make sure that you get a charging plug that supports at least 15 watt fast charging. So some of the wireless charging adapters aren't 15 watts. So you have to make sure it's minimum 15 watts. Again, I use this 100 watt charger from Aki. Now they didn't send this to me. I bought this myself. I got a bunch of these around the house. This is a 100 watt charger from Aki and it's very compact. So I have a bunch of these because it pretty much uses Type-C as well. So you can plug this into here. And you'll definitely get the max 15 watt charging. Obviously, since it's 100 watts, I use this to charge up my MacBook Pros and pretty much any phone that uses Type-C fast charging, it's going to max out that charging speed on pretty much any phone that I plug this into. So again, not a plug. I'm just saying this is an option. You don't have to buy Apple's fast charging brick. This is about $40 and it's very versatile because it can charge, again, a MacBook Pro all the way down to pretty much any smartphone that uses Type-C fast charging. Again, 40 bucks on Amazon. If you want to pick that one up, I'll leave the link in the description. But again, feel free to get any charging adapter that you want. Buy the one from Apple, buy any other third-party one. This is just the one that I use because it is 100 watts and very flexible. So for the purposes of this test, let's just plug this up into my wireless charger. It has Type-C, so I'm going to plug that into there. And we'll go ahead and set the phone. So this is a Rinky Fusion style case, a fairly thin style case. Now Apple sells their own cases with the magnets built in, but this is a thin case and let's see if it kind of works with the MagSafe anyway. So there we go. And it is charging up there. You can see charging at the top. It made the sound. And again, the magnets work even through this case. So there it is. It may not be as strong, so I can lift it up, but as you can see, it's not falling off. So I wouldn't hold it from this. It's definitely gonna come off. If you want really strong binding, you're gonna want to get a case that actually has the magnet built in. Only Apple has them right now, but I'm sure there'll be a ton of third-party cases that do that as well. But for now, it does work through thin enough cases like this one from Rinky. As you can see, it will kind of stay on there. Just don't hold it from the wire on these cases without a magnet. So again, let's go ahead and try it with the iPhone 12 Pro. This also has a Rinky Fusion matte style clear case on it. Put it on there. And you can hear it, it is wirelessly charging in that corner. And same thing, it is sticking to the back of the phone because of the thin enough case, but again, it can easily kind of come off if you just pull it off. So I wouldn't pick it up from the cord again, but it will stick to the case and you can see there wirelessly charging. So it's up to you how you want to use this. You can actually just have it as a standard wireless puck that sits on a table, plugged in, and boom, you just rest it on the thing and it'll start charging up. And the benefit that Apple says is that it'll make sure that you hit the wireless charging target every time. A lot of these wireless chargers, let me bring this one in, you may or may not always hit the target. So depending on how big the charger is, if you just set it down, you may not always hit the target like that. So you can see it's not charging up. If I angle it around, now it's charging. So that's why Apple has this MagSafe. So you magnetize it, it'll always stick to the back and you know it'll always charge every time you put it onto the magnet. Versus like you just saw the first time I put it on, it didn't start charging because it wasn't exactly on the target. And you might have to fiddle with it. So, but I like this one because it actually has an indicator, so I know if I didn't lay it on right. But you don't want to miss the target. Leave it on overnight, for example, and come back to a dead phone. So that's the big benefit that Apple says, and the problem they're trying to solve with the MagSafe adapter for the iPhone 12. And again, this will work with pretty much any iPhone that supports wireless charging. It's just not going to magnetize to the back of the phone unless you do get a magnetic case, which there is none for anything outside of the iPhone 12s. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the cases off and see what the experience is like using it with just the bare phone. So there we go, iPhone 12 Pro. Let's make sure the charger is on here. And let's set it on the MagSafe. And there you go, you can hear the sound, wireless charging, and the suction sounded a lot louder. So there you go, you can see, and I can actually hold it from the wire. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but the magnet is very strong directly on the back of the phone, as you can see. And it kind of just sucks right onto it. So if I just kind of get it near, boom, it actually just jumped up to it too, you can see. So I'll keep it on the table there, and you can see I'll just kind of keep it here, and the magnet kind of just jumps up. I didn't even have to set it. So without the case, or with at least a case with a magnet built in, or just the bare phone, it definitely is working as Apple is advertising. It's going to hit that wireless target every time. So if you have wireless charging and you often miss your wireless charging coil target because it's too small, this could be something that's worth it for you. It'll support 15 watt max wireless charging on 12 and 12 Pro as well, while other wireless chargers will only go 7.5 watts. So let's try this again with the blue 12 here. So no case, set it down. Same thing, it jumps up onto the back of the phone, wireless charging, and again, very strong magnets there as well. So you can see here, just leave it here and it just sucks right onto the back. Or if you have it down on the table, boom. So it does work as advertised. It's gonna be up to you if it's worth $40. But if you want 15 watt charging, that max charging speed wirelessly on your 12 or 12 Pro, pretty much this is your only option right now. So that's the MagSafe charger for the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro. If you have any other questions or comments about the MagSafe charger, or any other questions about the 12 or 12 Pro, leave them in the comments. I'll try to get to what I can. And as always, thanks for watching.